All right, a historic moment for Dalal Street. The BSE firm's market cap hits 400 lakh crores. Dalal Street bull run clearly continuing. We have seen sectors outperform like realty, auto, energy, infra, pharma. All these sectors really outperforming, and many telling NDTV that look, the mid-cap space is also driving this surge. Now, to decode this further, we are joined by Aakash Jindal. Thank you so much for joining us. A veteran here really in tracking the markets and the economy. Please help us decode, as per you, what really is driving this market momentum at the moment.
See, overall, India's economic growth is astounding. 8.4% is the GDP growth which we have achieved. This is recorded, achieved GDP growth, October to December of 2023. 7.6% is what we are expecting. Now, last month's GST collection has been 1.78 lakh crore, which clearly tells in India, consumption and buying, which are the strengths of Indian economy, are playing very, very well. Plus, if we say global competition, now Indian market, you know very well, it's a global market, whether it's in America and Australia and Japanese, everybody is investing here. Now, we are by all means outperforming our peer as far as economic growth is concerned. China used to be a tough competitor. They used to outperform us. Now, where is China? China's GDP growth is much, much behind us. Now, other economies, we are the fifth biggest economy. The economies which are bigger than us, America, China, Germany, Japan, all are much, much behind us. So what it means is when we are performing, economy is performing, global money is coming here. And in India, awareness about equity is also increasing. People have tasted SIPs, and young professionals, they are investing in SIPs regularly. Not only that, our Indian housewife who is getting 30,000, 40,000 as a monthly saving after meeting her expenditure, she is also now a keen SIP investor. So I think India now loves investing in equity or equity related instruments. Plus, economic growth is something which the entire world is seeing, watching, praising. That had to reflect economic growth ultimately. Broadly, as
right. So you're saying the economic policies translating into implementation is what is reflecting as well. The stock markets, we have seen the benchmark indices also hit a record high day after day, really consistently surging in trade. But many sitting at home saying, okay, what sector should we watch out for now going forward?
I think overall Indian economy, because see what happens is the economy moves in tandem. So one specific sector can't move ahead. So economy overall is moving. See, buying and consumption is happening everywhere. Now what happens is buying and consumption, I'll tell you something which the common man can relate. In case a new car is bought, there are at least 30 other industries which get directly benefit. Somebody is supplying lamps, somebody is supplying tires, somebody is insuring that company, that car, somebody is financing that, somebody is repairing that, a OMC petrol company is ultimately supplying petrol to that. So I think overall economy is growing. And what I would say, people, is the more important thing is the allocation amongst equities should increase. Generally, for every Indian, now if it is saving 1 lakh rupees, how much should be the allocation to conventional instruments like bank FDs, NSCs, PPF? How much should be the allocation to gold as ornaments or coins, and equities? So now I think allocation to equities should be around 30 to 40%. The way India is going, the way India is growing, the way India is performing. So I think more important is that allocation towards equity should increase. And for the common man on the road, the housewife who is watching, I think investing through mutual funds would also be a very good way, because in mutual funds, you have an expert who understands the market, who can guide you well. See, people are talking that market is too high. I mean, that's people's perception, though economy is doing very well. So at this point in time, you should go through mutual fund. That's a better route, I think, to be in the markets.
Right. Absolutely. Coming to that, many saying that, look, valuations are stretched. It's not like anything is inexpensive at the moment. So going forward, what must investors be watchful of or cautious of? As you said, of course, everyone must consult their own expert advisors, as far as where their investments are concerned. But going forward, as per you, what should investors be watchful of?
Firstly, investors should refrain from going out of pocket. Now, what happens is in markets, people generally, certain people go in for futures and options. So new investors should refrain getting into that segment. Secondly, diversification amongst asset classes should be there. They must diversify, not only in equity, but other investments also. Secondly, staggered way to investment. SIP is when very good way which many Indians are following. SIP in mutual funds is a very good route to invest into equity markets. Then, as I suggested, mutual funds, they should take that route. Thirdly, they should believe Indian economy, they should believe in our growth, and they should invest for long term. Long term should be the target. So the target when you go in for equity markets, whether directly or through mutual funds, as an economist, I firmly believe, take a call for at least 3 years. Take a call for at least 3 years. That should be the ideal time. Don't please listen to your neighbor or the person who walks with you in the morning in the park, who tells you, "Paisa laga do, hafte mein double ho jayega." Please put earbuds and don't even listen. You are taking a call in the economy. Invest for at least 3 years and be diversified. Go through mutual funds, go through staggered investment timing like SIP, and understand the Indian economy, see the strength of Indian economy. Indian economy is outperforming all its peers. China is far behind us. US is also not close to us as far as growth is concerned. They are not even able to reduce their rate of interest. So India is growing and the world is recognizing that. So long-term investment, long-term calls, as an economist, I would say, in the Indian Sensex, Indian Nifty, I think are okay at this level also.
All right. So some very important tips for you from our experts. Thank you so much for joining us and for sharing your thoughts.